Welcome to the PharmaVOICE 100 one-on-one video series with Taryn Groen.
Greg, congratulations on being named to the 2020 PharmaVOICE 100.
Thank you, Taryn. I'm thrilled to be part of the group.
And thank you so much for joining us for our one-on-one conversation. Greg, with more than 20 years of advertising experience, what are some of the most important lessons you have learned along the way?
I probably have about 20 of them, but to highlight some of the top ones, day by day, I realize, even just getting onto this WebEx, that it's such a small world. It's such a small industry. And I think leading with integrity is critical. And just remembering where you started and truly what you want to become, but having integrity every step of the way. Some of my best friends are competitors at different agencies. So it's no rhyme or reason to achieving success, but I think integrity is critical.
Excellent. You have a famous quote that you refer back to, and it's from FDR. It says, "We can't always build a future for our youth, but we can always build our youth for the future." How are you preparing the next generation of agency leaders for the future? I'm curious.
Yeah, so I stumbled actually upon that quote as I was prepping for a pitch. It was a pediatric product in the CNS space. And I actually remember delivering that quote at the start of the pitch just to create a little bit of emotion. And I literally gave myself the goosebumps, as I did, I think, pretty much everyone that was in the audience. And it made me realize that things change. Things are completely out of our control most of the time. But if we teach our young to pivot and adjust, they then become stronger. And I think it's critical to have a multi-generational view. So in my office at Calcium, we have staff members of all shapes and sizes across all ages. And it's amazing what each teach one another, even on a daily basis. In my prior role at another agency, I actually formed what I called a Gen Z crew. And it was a group of about 12 individuals. My goal was to actually teach them, but the reality of it is they taught me. And I remember one of our first meetings, it was actually our first meeting, I took them out for lunch, and they're all looking at their phones. I'm like, guys, come on, we only have 45 minutes. We got to get back to the office. And I'm holding up my paper menu. And they said to me, they're like, Greg, calm down. We're looking at Yelp. We're seeing what's best to order here. So even in that first 5 minutes of the interaction, they taught me a different way to look at things. So I think having that preparedness as you grow, and I think there were people throughout my career that took me under their wing that helped me get to where I am today.
It goes to show that diversity of thought and perspective can really lead to better outcomes. Is that what you're finding as well?
I think always. I often say to my different teams that I formulate, guys, we need a strong point of view. We don't just want to sit and say yes and agree. Like, we need to push the envelope. That's what the client's paying us for. They want to hear our point of view. And if it's, 5 white guys that end up in the room together that all look alike, I don't know if we're going to have a different point of view. So I think diversity at the heart of our thought is critical, and being inclusive.
Greg, thank you so much for spending a few minutes with us. I truly appreciate your thoughts and insights. And I'm
Taryn, thanks so much. See you soon.
Bye now.
For more PharmaVOICE 100 content, visit www.pharmavoice100.com.